What's up, y'all? New Orleans, bounce heads, old school bounce heads. The big man from PMW. Here to clear the air about a few things, some videos I've seen, to tell y'all the truth about what really happened with me and Cash Money. Just to let y'all know what's going on. You heard me? So, I started with Cash Money back in 1991. Me and my buddy, Eric. He was called DJ Razor Cut back then. Now he's known as Freak Nasty. Put your hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. That was a big hit for him in 1997. When he left me and Cash Money, he went and done his own thing and became a good success. Proud of him, love him. That's my brother. So I was left at Cash Money. Done a few albums for Cash Money. I done Legalized Past the Weed, produced by Manny Fresh. Also the High Life album, produced by Manny Fresh. Done a few singles like Back Up Off Me, stuff like that. Represented the Iberville, the Fort Ward, Fort Ward Village. So when I was with Cash Money, man, things started off okay. Bobby Marchand was the one that introduced Cash Money Records to me because of my record sales that we were selling. We popped the trunk on some tapes back then, man, and it hit the street real hard. The song was called Spliffed Out, and on the B-side was Boot Up Nigga and Alphabet Bitches. We recorded that right there in my house, 1450 Contact, in the Iberville Project. So we tested the water with it, it got real hot, blew up so much, Q93 wanted to pick it up, which they did. We done a radio version, hit the radio. It was number one for about 6 months before Whitney Houston song came out and shut us down. It was big, real big. And so Cash Money picked up on it because we couldn't keep up with the tape sales. So they were doing the distribution for us. That's how we got with them. And nobody heard of Cash Money until they heard of PMW, the Past the Weed song. So, signed with Cash Money. They were doing their job at one time in the beginning. So we started getting concerts off the song, going to do concerts. We would go do concerts, and concert people would tell us, man, look, y'all getting paid $1,500 this show. But Brian would lie and say, oh, man, they only giving us $700. All right, okay. I said, I'll take it. Go there, and next thing you know, that $700 turned to $350 because he'll give me half of it and keep the rest. He's done it to a lot of us, man. We get paid one price and they tell us another price so he can accept it, get the money for it himself, put it in his pocket. Tape sales were doing good. We didn't see all of that either. Yeah. I used to ask for checks, get paid at one time from them. They started stealing my money from the concerts and some of the tape sales. Man, they took the tape and started selling it overseas. All my albums were getting sold overseas, making buku money. Like we paid $10 a CD down here. Brian was making $30 off each CD down here in overseas. So yeah, I did steal a couple of checks from Cash Money because they were stealing my money, which I wasn't getting paid. They wasn't putting food on my table then because they were taking my money. I was wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. I forgave them. They became successful with Universal Records and all the artists that was there with them. Proud of all of them, man, because they come from my hometown. I got no beef with none of them. I just want to let y'all know the truth. Yeah, I did steal money from Cash Money. It was stealing money from me. Like I said, didn't make it right. I had to let y'all know, man. Man, PMW actually was selling gold, man. We sold over 100,000 copies of the Past the Weed on Hard Hood Records. Hard Hood Records. If it ain't from the hood, it ain't hard, baby. So we done our thing. We represented New Orleans, the whole South region. We were getting shows. I've done shows with Scarface. I've done shows with Tupac out there at Club Strawberries. when Tupac got beat up, they had to go right on stage right after him. At that time, it's called Strawberries, man. Shaquille O'Neal was in LSU. Seen him at the club too out there. So yeah, and PMW done a lot, man. We done a lot of things. Appreciate the fans out there that still know PMW, that still love PMW, that still play PMW music. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all too. Y'all made me what I am today. You know, just had to get that point across. We had other artists like Cash Money, UNLV, my boys, Y'all Fat, Tech 9, Yellow Boy, but he was here, missing. Sorry what happened to him, man. We had Lil Slim, we had Edgar, which was Pimp Daddy, Miss T. She was hot, man. I wrote a couple of Miss T songs. You know, so didn't get the credit for it, but that's okay as long as I know what I did. Mr. Ivan, Dead and Gone. Murder in the Hockey Man's album sold well. Kilo G, Dead and Gone. He done pretty good with Cash Money too. He was the first artist before me. So, man, we done our thing at Cash Money. Cash Money was like the Motown in New Orleans, man. Signing people, doing good, putting our records out there. That's how they got to deal with Universal Records, selling all of our product. Our product made history. For them to make history with Universal Records. Like I said, I'm proud of them. They done their job. Ain't got no beef with none of them. I just, had to let y'all know, man, what was going on and the truth about it. Now, I'll let y'all later. Love y'all.